License types 41, 47, and 49's food requirements are: they must make actual and substantial sales of meals during the normal meal hours that they are open, at least 5 days a week. Normal meal hours are breakfast 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., lunch 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and dinner 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Premises that are not open 5 days a week must serve meals on the days that they are open. The premises must be maintained and equipped in good faith. This means the premises must possess working refrigeration and cooking devices, pots, pans, utensils, table service, condiment dispensers, menus, posters, signs, and enough goods to make substantial meals. The premises must comply with all regulations of the local health department. Incidental, sporadic, or infrequent sales of meals or a mere offering of meals without actual sales is not in compliance. Meals means the usual assortment of food commonly ordered at various hours of the day. The service of only sandwiches or salads is not considered to be in compliance. However, certain specialty entrees such as pizza, fish, or ribs, an assortment of other foods such as soups, salads, or desserts may be considered a meal. Failure to maintain the food requirements is not a criminal infraction. It would be an administrative infraction handled by the ABC on a case-by-case basis. Hours of operations. Hours of alcohol sales and service are between the hours of 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. This includes employees having drinks after closing, even if the drinks were paid for prior to 2 a.m. By 2 a.m., all alcohol must be removed from the guest. BNP Code 25612.5, Retail Operating Standards. This law applies to stores, license types 20 and 21, bars and taverns, licenses type 40, 42, 48, and 61, but does not apply to bona fide eating places, license types 41, 47, or 75, convention centers, exhibit halls, auditoriums, ballparks, stadiums, coliseums, hotels, motels, certain marine parks, wineries, or beer manufacturers. A prominent, permanent sign or sign stating "No loitering is allowed on or in front of these premises" shall be posted in a place that is clearly visible to patrons of the licensee. The size, format, form, placement, and languages of the sign or signs shall be determined by the department. This paragraph shall apply to a licensee only upon written notice to the licensee from the department. The department shall issue this written notice only upon a request from the local enforcement agency in whose jurisdiction the premises are located. That is supported by substantial evidence that there is loitering adjacent to the premises. No alcoholic beverages shall be consumed outside the edifice of an on-sale retail establishment. The exterior of the premises, including adjacent public sidewalks and all parking lots under the control of the licensee, shall be illuminated during all hours of darkness, during which the premise is open for business, in a manner so that persons standing in those areas at night are identifiable by law enforcement personnel. However, the required illumination shall be placed so as to minimize interference with the quiet enjoyment of nearby residents of the property. Litter shall be removed daily from the premises, including adjacent public, sidewalks, and all parking lots under the control of the licensee. These areas shall be swept or cleaned, either mechanically or manually, on a weekly basis to control debris. Graffiti shall be removed from the premises and all parking lots under the control of the licensee within 72 hours of application. If the graffiti occurs on a Friday or weekend day or on a holiday, the licensee shall remove the graffiti within 72 hours following the beginning of the next weekday. A copy of the applicable operating standards shall be available during normal business hours for viewing by the general public. Only the licensee will be held accountable for the retail operating standard. Removing open bottles of wine from a restaurant with a Type 41 and 47 license. If your guests have a bottle of wine with dinner but doesn't finish the bottle of wine, they may take it home with them. This is what we suggest you do to cover yourself from any issues. Cork the bottle, put a line on the bottle marking how much wine is still in the bottle, initial and date it. Put the wine in a bag and staple a copy of the receipt to the bag and ask the guest to put the bottle in the car's trunk so they don't violate an open container law. Your establishment can only have the type of alcohol on the premises that is licensed for. However, Type 41 licensees may possess brandy, rum, or liquor for cooking purposes. It wouldn't hurt to write for cooking only on the label as well. You cannot substitute brands of alcohol being sold unless the guest is informed first. This concludes Module 4. Let's do a little recap. In this module, you learned about the different California types of licenses and applicable rules. You may now take the Module 4 quiz.